Let me guess. You eat your vegetables, you do your push-ups, you take your vitamins, and you even take the stairs instead of the elevator. We get it. You're perfect. Well, I hate to break it to you, but you're still not as amazing as animals. A lot of animals have powers you probably never knew existed. So, without further ado, prepare to bow to your primitive overlords. The top 10 superhuman animal powers. A dog's super smell. Okay, so we all know that man's best friend has a keen sense of smell, but just how keen? It's actually strong enough to detect illnesses in humans. They can detect volatile organic compounds which reveal critical health conditions. This means that they can even smell cancer or impending heart attacks. They can alert people with PTSD to take their medication and even remind diabetics when they need insulin. A dog's sense of smell is, get this, 1 million times the strength of our own, so shower a little more often, would you? The immortal power of the jellyfish. The Turtopsis dohrnii jellyfish can conceivably live forever. Scientists have observed that in a time of crisis, the jellyfish can revert its cells to their earliest form and literally regrow itself. It's the only known animal capable of completely reverting to a sexually immature colonial stage after having reached sexual maturity. Same thing happens to me whenever I see a girl. That means that these tiny little creatures, hardly more than 4 millimeters, have a potentially infinite lifespan, unless they get eaten, because the ocean's big and terrifying. The cold-resistant powers of the emperor penguin. Even the world record holder for extreme temperature exposure, Wim Hof, aka the Iceman, can't compete with emperor penguins. Their overlapping feathers create a surface that's so impenetrable to wind and water, it's almost a shell. This protection is critical to survival in Antarctic Ocean waters, which can get as low as 28 degrees Fahrenheit. Talk about a wetsuit. And similar to human wetsuits, the penguin's inner down layer traps air next to their skin, insulating them against the frigid temperatures. While they might not be able to fly, but bonus fact, penguins have knees and can run the crap out of a marathon. The long life of the giant tortoise. So it's not totally immortal like that crazy jellyfish, but the giant tortoise is the longest living terrestrial animal in existence. It can live to well over 100 years. That's older than my grandma. The current record is held by a tortoise named Adwaita, who outlived all of the people studying him, so we're not actually even sure how old he was when he died. Some estimates put him around 250 years old, which makes him older than the United States of America. So you might be wondering, but Matt, how has this not become Planet of the Tortoises? Well, that's because their brains are like really small, so they're not smart enough to rise up. Yet. The self-medicating sheep. Nah. Whoever said that sheep weren't smart? In a recent experiment conducted by Utah State University, sheep suffering from a gastrointestinal parasite naturally returned to food containing an anti-parasitic agent when they got sick with the same illness. Until the 20th century, few creatures other than chimps and humans have been documented displaying such self-medicating properties. Well, looks like we can scratch sheep off the dumb list. We will keep them on the fluffy list. Gecko super grip strength. A gecko can run across walls, floors, and ceilings with incredible speed and ease. But it's not because their feet are sticky, they're actually more like a microscopic Velcro. Each square millimeter of a gecko's foot pad is covered by about 14,000 tiny hairs called setae. They're so small, they're actually below the wavelength of visible light. Harnessing the powers of these invisible fibers, geckos can stick to virtually any surface known to man. Who needs Spider-Man when you've got Gecko Man? Okay, that's not nearly as cool. Now I get it. Dolphins' unmatched healing power. You've probably heard a lot about how dolphins are almost as smart as humans, but what you might not have heard is that they are way beyond us when it comes to their powers of healing. Research shows that dolphins' skin and blubber have antibacterial properties that protect their open wounds, so basically they never get infections. They can also regrow major tissue after, say, a shark bite. But after just a few months, they're basically good as new. To top it all off, dolphins will show no sign of pain throughout the entire process. Unlike me, if I even stub my toe, just thinking about it. Aww. Cows have 4 stomachs. I know. It's very, very impressive that you can stomach all of those flaming hot chicken wings. But no matter how hardcore your digestion, you're never gonna match the power of 4 stomachs. But why does an animal whose diet consists almost entirely of grass need 4 stomachs? Well, it's because their diet consists almost entirely of grass. Cows eat large quantities of plant matter that would be relatively indigestible for most other types of mammals. But thanks to their compartmentalized esophagus-stomach system, it's chow time. Tardigrades are indestructible. Tardigrades are barrel-shaped microanimals unseen by the naked eye, which crawl around on 8 stubby legs and dwell in water, hence its nickname, the water bear. But they can survive out of water too. In fact, they can basically survive anywhere. Sub-zero temperatures, over 1,000 times our own atmosphere's pressure, 10 years of dehydration, lethal doses of pollution and radiation, and they can even survive unprotected in outer space. Oh, it's not the cockroaches that are gonna rule the world after the nuclear apocalypse, it's the tardigrades. And the mutants. Cats are always ready to go. For hundreds of years, we've been referring to short rests as cat naps, aptly named after the feline sleep cycle. While cats do regularly go into a deep REM sleep and dream, a vast majority of their time sleeping is actually just a gentle rest. Cats are predators by nature, so they basically sleep fully prepared to attack, with their ears adjusting to the slightest sound and eyes occasionally squinting open. Not much distracts them. So there you have it, 10 ordinary animals with extraordinary abilities. Now go out there and put that big human brain to work. Let's all find a way to steal their powers. We're gonna have to work together. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your friends, and of course, hit that red subscribe button to get an awesome new video just like this one every week. We'll see you next time.